go. All right. Well, as you can see, there's a little play in this steering wheel. So I'm going to address that and a few other things. We're going to make this car just a little bit better. Hey guys, it's Bill. Welcome to FlatBroke Garage. If you're new, thanks for checking me out. I hope you stick around, subscribe, like, all that nonsense. If you're a regular, you probably recognize this car. This is my 1970 and a half Ford Falcon. Yes, I know it looks like a Torino. Basically, it is. Fairlane Torino thing. They did it for 6 months. Long story. It's in a video somewhere on my channel. But anyways, it is February, and we're trying to get cars ready for spring because spring in the South comes pretty quick, like in about 2 weeks. So I want to do some updates on this car. Stuff I've kind of let go over the previous year, and I just kind of want to dial it in a bit more and, you know, see if we can make the car just a little bit better. It's not great, but it will be better. What I want to do is, this car originally, when I picked it up, had air shocks on it. Now the lines were broke off or ripped off. I never messed with them. I found a set of airline line things, and I want to try and hook them up, see if the air shocks work, just because I can. And if you get 4 people in this car, she's got the droopy drawers. So it'd be nice to try that out. Also, this has manual steering, and it's got the chitty chitty bang bang thing going. It hulas down the road. And I think that's just, the steering gearbox has never been adjusted. Now, I've never done this before, but I'm gonna try it. I want to try and rein it in some. It might be too far gone, but we'll check that out. Also, I got one of those PDR kits from Super PDR. It's one of those dent puller things where you hot glue gun it onto the car, and you put this thing on it and you hook it in and screw it, pulls dents out. Now, this probably works pretty good on the newer cars because the sheet metal's pretty thin. I want to try it on a 50-year-old car. I don't know how well it's going to work, and I don't know what I'm doing. I watched videos on how to do it, so we're just going to kind of shoot from the hip and see how it goes. Always wanted to try this thing, and I am going to try it later on my 09 F-150. It's got some dents in it, and that's probably a better place to test it. As long as I'm here, it's in the shop, let's try it out. All right, so let me bring you in and show you what we're going to get going. We're going to fly you in. I don't know if you can see. There's a pretty good dent right in here. And the hail damage, there's one there. There's one here. Oh, here. Basically everywhere on the car. I can put the reflector board up and show you, see if it'll work better that way. But I think I'm gonna attack, if you can see it, right, get the light on that dent right there. It's right in the middle of the roof, should be easy to pull, I hope. And see how those lines are spread apart? That shows an indentation, so there's a little dent there. I think we're gonna start with that one and see how it goes. So here's your PDR bag. This is what you get. You get the plier thing. You get another pull-in device here. A bottle for alcohol, which I think I got some. You got to use something mineral spirits or some denatured, whatever, alcohol. Got a puller thing that you can put together for a bigger dent, basically slide hammer, a little blue cloth, some plastic, looks like molding tools that you use to pull moldings off cars. And this is for scraping off the suction cups. Little suction cuppy thing. I don't know about that one. Another little suction cuppy thing. This is a slide for that slide hammer. Open these up. For your bigger dent, I think you glue this on. You can slide that in. Whatever. For bigger, for a bigger one, like that. Got your glue sticks. Little tapping mallet for knocking down the high spots. You can see I care about this car. A hot glue gun. Yeah, there we go. 100 watt. That's a pretty good glue gun, I guess. And then you got a myriad of these little suction cuppy adapter things that you glue onto the car. So I'm going to sort through this and find something that'll kind of fit the size of the dent, and we'll get going on this. Here's some more. All right, I think I got everything set up. I got my hot glue gun on. That's heating up. I got my denatured alcohol and water mix for peeling off the glue. This is a scraper. There's a little tapper thing they gave you for high spots and low spots. It's got different fittings on it. And these are all your little fittings. You can see them here. So what you want to do is you got to find a little tab that roughly fits the size of our dent. Like I said, I don't know if you can see the lines right there, how they're spread apart. And this thing fits right about in the center of that dent. So we're gonna glue that on there and get our little grippy grabber thing and slowly pull on it and see if that thing's gonna work. Put a little bit of the smooth on here. Give that a second to harden up. First time. This slips like that on first time. But this slips over that, and you can adjust this up to get your max pull here. Like I said, I kind of hesitated. There we go. Oh, wow. All right, let's see if it got that little one out. Well, I'd say that's, I pulled that one out. That's kind of cool. Still got some schmutz on there though. The residue is really on there, but this is 50-year-old paint that's never really been waxed or anything. So it might be a little more porous. I'm using denatured alcohol and a little bit of water. I might have to mix it stronger. That might do something, but really didn't say in the directions how much to mix that at. But I think this one worked. Let's see. Yeah, wow, sweet. All right, I'm going to try a little bigger dent there. You can see it in the reflection. I'm going to use a bigger suction cup or sticker thing and put her there and see if we can get that out. Now, it does have a high spot here. You can just see from the wear. So we might have to pull on it and tap on it and pull on it. We'll give it a shot. Stick it on there. And let that thing set up. We'll see how that works. Now, this is going to be a real pain because it is on a radius, too. I don't know how well this is going to work, but like I said, there's a way heavier sheet metal than the newer cars. These little strings don't stick to the car. They just roll right off. So let's see. It's coming. Let me tap on this high spot a bit. There's a lot of play in that. And it's more than hail damage, it's a crease. So I don't know what caused this one. All right. What do you guys think? You think that worked? Where's my scraper? Throw the alcohol on it. I'm gonna let it sit a second. Wow, you know what? It came out. Where's my rag? That pulled a lot of that out. I'm pretty impressed. I don't know if you can see, but wow, that actually kind of worked. And tap on this, there's still a high spot here. Slightly tap. It's moving that up. I'm pretty impressed. That's on a radius. I'm going to put another one right there and see what happens. A little bit smaller this time, something that gets more into that little crease. All right, so I'm going about 50% smaller. I'm trying to stick it on there and see how that works. Slather it up again. Pop it right in the center. Let that set up for a bit. Give her another shot. I'm actually shocked that that worked. Tighten it up a bit again. Just keep steady, even pressure on it. All right. Let's see how that worked. That felt like it moved even better. Yeah. Now it did pull a lot of that out. I gotta try and clean this up a little more, but I don't know. It's better than it was. It's still high right here. I would say it's better. I would not say it's repaired, but I would say it's better than it was. What do you guys think? Put it down there in the comments. Hey, I've had varying results. The big one where it had the high spot and the low spot. Oh, never mind the blood on the car. That's right here. It's so hard to see. That one mostly came out, but you can kind of see a little bit. So that one mostly came out. It's still got the little high spot here. I still got residue. So that one, not bad. So I call the hail damage kind of character for the car. I did want to try it on this because first off, I needed to learn on something, and what better place than this thing. Now that I understand how to use it, we're going to try it for real on my white F-150 here, probably in the next couple of weeks. But I needed a guinea pig. Squeak, squeak, here's my guinea pig. And if it's pulling this heavy gauge sheet metal out, it should do pretty good on that truck. Overall, super PDR, I'd say everything works pretty good, pretty complete kit. Results may vary. Like I said, I've never done this before. This is the first time. We kind of did it together. So, I'd say it's a win-ish. I need more experience. I need a better car. But overall, I recommend it. There'll be a discount code down in the description below if you guys want to get one of these things and try it out. They're kind of neat. I enjoyed it. So there you go. Super PDR. Kind of cool. Well, while the Falconino is in the shop, there's another thing I want to get done with it. And this car originally, when I picked it up, had air shocks on it. Now the airlines were cut or broke. They, you know, sat for 20 years. But I did come across this. It's an ancient air hose air shock kit. I don't know how old the thing is, but we'll see how it is. But the original ones, they're just kind of hanging off the car. So I'm going to put those on and see if the old air shocks work. I don't even know where I got this. It's been around forever. GM self-leveling. I don't know. We'll see what we got. We got enough parts between down there and there to maybe get the air shocks working again, if they're even good. I opened the bag up, and this actually is a hijacker's kit. I don't know how old this is. It said found in a bag of stuff. It's got a barcode on it, so it's not that old. Maybe it's just weathered from sitting in a box. I know I need at least one line. We need the T here. Oh, let's get underneath and look and see if we can find it all. Well, here we go. You can see this end was unscrewed at one time or something. I just had it tucked up into here. But it doesn't look broke anywhere else. They use the official hijacker little mount brackets. I see those. They ran it through the bump stop. I don't know. I don't even know if they're going to work, but what the heck? I got the parts. Let's put them on. So that Schrader valve, I'm guessing, should be around here, because that's where this line ends and the other one is. I don't see anywhere where it's at. Well, I don't see it up there. We might have to put it in a new spot. That's weird to me. I don't know if they just had it dangling under the car. Could be why it's all ripped off. All right, let me, I'm going to pull this broken line off, and we'll at least put a new line on here and put the T to it and see if the shocks even work before we get fancy with putting in all new lines. Well, there we go. We can just pop this one off. Yeah, boy, these things look rough. They may hold air, but they might leak down. Like I said, these things have been running collapsed since I've owned it. So get that out. And we'll put a new line on. Stick a new line in. There we go. It's in. We gotta get it tightened on. Got that one in. And like I said, we're just gonna run it. Run it back here and throw a T in it. One. Let's see if the other line is even good. Alright, I'll kick the go switch on my air compressor and let's see if these shocks come up. Alright, let's hook up to the air line and you guys can watch and tell me if those shocks go up. I got my doubts. These things have been collapsed for a long time. If they work, it'll be a miracle, but we'll try it. Huh? He jumped. Look at that. He picked the car up. They actually work. Wow, that's kind of cool. Well, I'm guessing I have to set them back down. And I'm going to run the new airline. But that's cool. So I don't know how long these things are going to hold pressure, but I'm going to run the line. We'll fill them up. And yeah, it's kind of cool. You know, power tour, stuff like that. You throw a lot of junk in the trunk. These Torinos always, they kind of saggy rumps anyways. We'll run the line, we'll set it up, and we'll see if they hold up. And I'm pretty impressed those things went right up. I got to get a tire gauge, see how much pressure I got in them. But first we got to drop them back down and run this new line. But I'm pretty excited, man. That's cool. Well, I can't find the other Schrader valve where they put it. I looked everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole kind of right here. I'm going to drill 2 little holes to run the lines up through the bottom. I'll put this here, and that should be behind the license plate. I guess that's the best place to put it. I hate to drill holes in it, but really car ain't that special. It's just... There we go. That should fit. Awesome. We'll get 2 more holes in here. Look at her all tucked in. Nope, shoot. Well, I got the lines run up through there. I'm gonna put the Schrader valve in, cut the lines to length, and that's another project in the book. Awesome, there we go. I'm going to go back under and double check the lines, put a couple zip ties in, set this thing down and see if the air shocks hold. All right, all I got to do is let her down and we'll put some air in it and see what we think of the stance of the car. It didn't droop too bad, but pick it up a little bit might help, especially if you get 4 people in it. Chuck some air in this stuff and see if she jumps. There we go. Added a couple inches to it. Let's take a peek. Might be a little bit high, but they work. I just want to let them sit overnight and we'll see if it holds pressure. My next plan tomorrow is something that it's been bothering me for a little while, and Mrs. FlatBkoke Garage. And that's the steering on this car. It says manual steering and it's got the... So we're going to work on trying to adjust the steering on that in the morning. But a little dirty, a little tired. I'm going to go inside and get some tacos. Talk to you guys in the AM. All right, it's the next day, and we're going to attack that steering. But I had to run into town with the old F-150 here. And I live in the boondocks, middle of nowhere. And a lot of roads are gravel. I have never in my life had this happen to me. And I worked road construction a long time. Check this out. A rock. That rock went through my tire. It killed it. So I got the scrappy spare on and I'm gonna have to go get a tire now. But I want to get the steering going. So today we're going to adjust the steering gearbox. Well, as you can see, there's a little play in this steering wheel. So I'm going to address that. I've never done it before, but it doesn't look too hard. Crack the lock bolt loose, turn the set screw like a quarter of a turn, lock it down, drive it, see if it's close, and so on. You don't want to go too much, I guess, because it'll bind the steering up. But my wheel's got, you know, 60 degrees of play in it. It's like a motorboat. So any improvement will be better. And Mrs. FlatBkoke Garage doesn't like driving it because of that. So let's get the hood open and try and get this thing adjusted. Might be wore out. All right. There we go. There's our manual steering gearbox. And this is the adjustment settings for it. So basically you just have this screw up on top and this lock nut down below. You got to break this lock nut loose and you turn this set screw in a quarter turn at a time. Then you actually got to take it out, drive it, come back and try it again. So first thing I'm going to do is just kind of clean these threads up a little bit, make it a little easier. Even break loose, or gonna do some more fanciness to it. Yeah. Oh man, yeah, it's really tight. I'm gonna smash my hands. There we go. All right, so that's loose. All right, got a little juice on there. Loosen this up. There we go. There's about a quarter turn. And we'll hold this. And I guess we got to take it out for a drive and see how it does. It's a little time consuming, but you don't want to screw your steering up. Fire this thing up, go for a little drive. Well, here we go. It's still kind of heavy, but they say you should drive it first. I mean, before it was going like this. Now we're like that. So I guess we'll button it up, go for a cruise. Oh, look, now the buzzer works. I think that's kind of weird though. This car, the buzzer still works in it whenever it runs. Well, already it feels a lot tighter just turning around in my driveway here. Yeah, so far so good. Alright, looks like it's gonna rain. I think I got this done just in time. Still got a couple more things I want to do. Now, I don't know what happens to these things magically. When a Ford sits, like one of these, with a starter solenoid, I don't know what goes on, but all of a sudden the starter solenoid doesn't work. It's click, 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 click. I got a box of these things. They all go bad. I don't know. So it looks like this thing can end up needing a starter solenoid now, but well, it's just part of the deal. Made in China. Well, I'm going to call this a win. I'm not going to go much more than this, so I mean, there's basic wear. I don't want to go too much and bind this thing up. It's way tighter than it used to be. I just got to put about 6 miles on it so far, and like I said, it's going good around the corner because everywhere around here is a corner. I don't think there's a quarter mile of straight road in this county. Well, I think it worked out pretty good. I got a bunch of little stuff done. I still got to change that solenoid. No big deal. But I think it's ready to go. So this video is kind of just a maintenance little video thing, and I wanted to practice a PDR deal. So we got a little bit of work done, and I got a video up. May not be the most interesting to you guys, but it's something I had to do, and it's what I do. I don't do crazy stuff all the time. I'm kind of a boring guy. But the work needed to be done on the car. I'm glad I got it done. I'm actually going to head back over to my buddy Steve's now before it rains. We got to try and rescue some more of those pickup trucks if you follow the channel. And wow, you guys really are interested in those trucks. We're going to pull them out, see if we can get at least one of them running. He said one did drive in there. And I don't know, see if somebody wants to buy them. Thanks for watching and following along. If you like it, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and we will catch you on the next one. See you later, guys. Bye.